if you and everyone you knew were dead and didn't realize it? What if everything you thought you knew to be true wasn't? And lastly, what if drinking from a vial of blood would not only bring you to life, but awaken your eyes and your senses to a whole new life? Would you drink? These are just a few of the questions that I thought about as I read Forbidden by Dekker and Tosca Lee. I'm going to go ahead and read the little synopsis for you guys. It says, enter a thriller like none other. Many years have passed since civilization's brush with apocalypse. The world's greatest threats have all been silenced. There's no anger, no hatred, no war. There is only perfect peace and fear. But a terrible secret has been closely guarded for centuries. Every single soul walking the earth, though in appearance totally normal, is actually dead. Long ago, genetically stripped of true humanity. Fleeing pursuit with only moments to live, a young man named Ram stumbles into possession of a vial of blood and a piece of cryptic writing. When consumed, the blood will bring him back to life. When decoded, the message will lead him on a perilous journey that will require him to abandon everything he's ever known and awaken humanity to the transforming power of true life and love. But the blood will also resurrect hatred, ambition, and greed. Set in a terrifying medieval future where grim pageantry mass death, this tale of dark desires and staggering stakes peels back the layers of the heart for all who dare to take the ride. It's Forbidden by Dekker and Tosca Lee. I absolutely love this book. I am definitely going to put this book on my top 12 best reads of 2012. For me, this is a really good read. The book is divided into 3 sections, and these 3 sections are actually titled after characters' names in the book, and I'm not going to tell you which characters that the 3 sections are named after. And I encourage you, when you get the book, like, don't look ahead, don't ruin it for yourself by looking ahead. I'm the world's worst at looking ahead in a book to see things that I really don't want to see, but I just can't help myself. I mean, I would categorize this book as action, adventure, suspense, thriller, and I would even call it dystopian. Dystopian is a really popular genre right now, and it's basically just like a society in which either the government rules or someone is sort of lording over the people in that society, and there are certain expectations that the people must meet, or just, it's basically the opposite of a utopian society would be a dystopian. And I absolutely would say that Forbidden is semi-dystopian because of the world building and the society in which the story takes place. Definitely. I loved all of the characters in this book. The main character, I absolutely loved him from the beginning. And even though it was a male lead character, and I tend to generate more towards, I like to gravitate more towards a female lead. I love a strong female lead. But I absolutely loved Ram. I thought from the beginning I was rooting for him. I was concerned about him. I was like, I hope he succeeds in what he's trying to do, you know. So the character was awesome. I loved all of the other characters as well. There's sort of like his friend / love interest, Avra. I really liked her character. I liked the relationship development between them and things like that in a romantic aspect. I really liked that as well. But everybody from Tryphon to Nia, even Nia, when you read the book, you're going to be like, But yeah, I even liked her character. Fane, there's also a character called The Book, which is a really cool name. I liked all the names in this book. I thought they were really unique and cool names to choose. And even that old devil Sarek, creepy, but a great villain character. Really liked him. Actually, he's one of those that you kind of like to hate. Yeah, so even Sarek. But really cool characters. I love the world building, the society in which this book took place. Even though I would not want to live in this kind of society, I think it was really fun and really cool to be able to visit that society in the book. It was unique in the way that things, the way life was in that society, but it wasn't so imaginative that you couldn't actually picture the world being like that. The book sort of starts out at a funeral, but what you don't really realize is that there's no body in the casket. And as a matter of fact, the person whose funeral it is may not even be dead. Yeah. They may still be alive. Basically, if you're not meeting up to society's standards of what you should be or how you should act, or if you are marred in some way, then you're sort of sent away and basically you're considered dead to everybody, so might as well have your funeral, right? So Rom is leaving this funeral. He's sang at the funeral. He's sort of like an artist. He leaves the funeral and this guy sort of kind of bumps into him on the street and says, your father did not die in the way you think he did. Your father was murdered. He pushes a parcel into Rom's hand and says, guard this with your life. And then Rom, of course, thinks this guy's crazy, that he's escaped from some sort of asylum or something. But the officials, like the policemen of that society, come and basically they tackle this guy and they kill him right in front of Rom, and Rom cannot believe his eyes, because not only has Rom never seen violence at all in this society, but he's never even seen a weapon. I mean, so for him to see this was like mind-blowing, and he just really freaked out. He didn't know what to do because, you know, everything was so ordered in this society and this was totally out of order, and so he was kind of confused about that. But he's conflicted of what he should do. Should he take the parcel and turn it over to the authorities and give himself up to them, or should he run? And the adventurer that we love him to be runs, and he's off on a quest for truth. And it's like, who does he trust, and where does he go, and what does he do? Because everything he has held true in his life, he begins to question and he begins to doubt. And so this journey that he goes on in Forbidden is an exciting, fast-paced, amazing journey with many twists and turns. And I highly encourage you to get this book. Take the journey with Rom as he searches for truth. So good. The cover's really awesome. I'm excited for the next one to come out. Mortal, as I said, that is going to release on June 5th. I'm planning to get it as soon as it comes out and find out what in the world's happened, because I've heard the book takes place about 9 years after this book, and that number is very significant to the story, so I'm excited to see what's going on. Yeah, so I'm going to recommend for you guys, this is such an awesome read. As I said, it's going to make my top 12 list this year. It's Forbidden by Ted Dekker and Tosca Lee. So from JoJo's Corner, happy reading! Bye everybody!